Welcome back to the channel Gadgets for Gentlemen. In this video I'm going to show you the Vario 1918 trench. So here we have the Vario travel pouch. That is a great feature of this watch to store your watch. Here we can see the Vario logo as well as right here. And this watch is a military inspired watch. And therefore I think the olive is very fitting, this khaki color. Today I'm wearing the Omega Seamaster Professional Diver 300 meters, which is one of my favorite watches. And let's have a closer look at this watch. This watch was sent in to me by Ivan from Vario Watches, which is based in Singapore. Here we have a microfiber cloth. Here we have the watch. And here we have some guarantee papers. What I noticed about this drawing is this drawing can also be seen on the case back of the watch. 1 year warranty. There's a bunch of different color combinations. Right here we have the white enamel dial with orange lume in the 37mm variant. So here we have a beautiful leather tray, also by Vario. As you can see, the watch is not running because we need to charge it first. And what we can do is we can actually shake the watch to start the movement, or we can hand wind the movement. And now, as you can see, the crown is popped, and then we can hand wind it. And now we should see the sub dial, the second hand running. Very, very beautiful. So let's put back the crown, which is signed. Very nice grip we have here on the crown. Let's pop it back in and screw it down. There we have it. So no date, just hours, minutes and seconds. We have beautiful Arabic numerals, which are very easy to read. Very big cathedral hands and that very elegant sub-dial at the 6 o'clock position. Here we have a beautiful crazy horse camel leather watch strap, which will develop patina over time. Scratches will be visible, making this leather strap really come alive, give it some character over time. We can see the Vario inscription here on the inside. We can see it on the buckle. And we have a feature here on this watch which is very true to the era, which is called wired lugs. So no spring bars, but kind of like fixed lugs that I also have with my Precista Diver, which makes this watch more secure. However, options for aftermarket straps might be a bit limited to this beautiful bond strap and single pass NATO straps. So because it is summer, I plan to wear it on this Vario single pass NATO strap. I think it's more pleasant in the sunshine compared to the leather strap, which in my opinion is a better fit in the winter. Here we have a closer look at the case back with that beautiful drawing. I had the whole afternoon the pleasure of wearing this beautiful Vario 1918 trench on my 6¼ inch wrist. And wearing this watch outside in the sun was very pleasurable. It was very nice. Here we have the watch strap with the signature, very comfortable on the wrist. 10 atmosphere, 100 meters, stainless steel. There's a date, 11/11/1918, and it reads automatic as well as sapphire. Very nice engraving. So I'm going to change straps quickly. So all we need is a screwdriver, like so, and carefully remove this part. And as you can see, now we can remove this part. See, that's the mechanism. which is very straightforward, as you can see. And that is the way to apply this leather strap to that wired curved lug, which goes through this band like so. So that's one part, like so. Now let's remove this part, and we carefully unscrew it. And there we have it. And right away I'm gonna put it back, not to lose it. See, there we have it. So that's the band strap. Personally, I prefer anything to do with NATO straps, but this leather strap will definitely age very well, and it gives the watch a lot of character, as you can see right here. So this is a blue one from Vario, and as you can see, it comes in one piece. All we need to do next is have this 18mm width strap feed through this wired lug, like so. Go underneath, and that's it. So that gives the watch a complete different look. But again, it also makes the watch look very military inspired. I don't think this is a wrong way to wear the watch. And this way you also reduce some weight of the band strap. So the band strap, it weighs 20 grams. So if you go for this single pass NATO, I think the weight will go down quite significantly. Let me, by comparison, throw it on the scale. This single pass NATO, it weighs 12 grams. The watch itself, it weighs about 51 grams, which is really not that much. And here in this shot we have a little comparison of how the watch compares to the Omega Seamaster Professional. As you can see, with 37mm, this watch is truly something that everyone can wear. It is catered to men, but I think also ladies are able to throw off this watch. And let me know in the comment section if you think women also are able to pull off this military inspired watch, or whether it should remain to the men's fashion. And as you can see, we're dealing here with a very thin case. I think the case itself must be only about 8mm, because just the crystal on this watch is 2mm thick, double domed, with AR anti-reflective coating under the sapphire crystal, making this watch very legible, as well as very sturdy. I mean, it's not likely to scratch this sapphire crystal. The interesting thing about this watch is it's almost 100 years old in terms of the invention. The men's wrist watches, they were invented in the trench war in the First World War. And these kind of watches were the first watches to be worn by officers. And those field watches, they were very prone to, for the glass to break. The watches had no degree of water resistance. So basically those watches, no shock absorption, they were very fragile, but the design of the watch is very similar. So here we have a watch that is very modern with all the new features that looks very similar to those iconic watches of the First World War. The material used in the case of this watch is 316L stainless steel. So we have an enamel dial, which is very beautiful. At the 6 o'clock we have that second hand sweeping very beautifully. On the hands, the hour, minute hand, as well as the hour markers, we have Swiss Superlume C3. We have Arabic big numerals that make it very easy to tell the time. And I really like these cathedral hands. There's a lot of options when you talk about this watch. There's a 37mm version that we have right here. There's also a 40mm version, and there's a ton of different dial combination, different colors, different type of lume, white lume. This is more like orange lume. So pretty much there is a version for everyone. There's also a medic version, so also do check out. When you check out this watch, make sure to check if you go for a plain caseback or if you want your caseback engraved, maybe with a personal message. I highly recommend also considering spending a little bit more and getting yourself the Sapphire Exhibition caseback that, in contrast to the normal caseback, allows you to have a closer look at the Miyota movement. In my 6¼ inch wrist, I had no trouble sizing this leather strap to my wrists, but you should be warned that if you have wrist sizes above 7.2 inches, it's better to go with the single pass leather strap, because this bond strap with the pad might be too tight for you. So if you have big wrists, 7.2 inches or above, it's probably better to go for the single pass leather strap. If your wrist size is below 7.2 inches, then probably this combination with the bond strap will work wonders. So unlike the Omega that we have here on the right, the Vario trench is very small in terms of proportions. We have a case diameter of 37mm, the thickness only 10mm, and of that 10mm, 2mm goes to that domed sapphire crystal. So very compact. The movement is the Miyota A2S5. It's an automatic movement. Unfortunately, I can't show you because of that screwed down closed caseback, but I will try to see if I can insert a photo or a little clip of the watch movement, because it has a gilt movement. So if we pay a closer look to that subdial, and when I unscrew the crown to the neutral position, and then when I pull it all the way out, you will notice that the second hand will stop working, as you can see right here, which allows you to do some time setting very accurately. So let's move the cathedral hands a bit for a more pleasant display, for example like this. So, and then when you push down the crown again, movement starts running again, and then we can give it a few gentle hand winds, and let's push back the crown and screw it down. And if you want to keep that 100 meters of water resist, always make sure that the crown is really gripping, that it's really closed all the way. The watch movement has 21 jewels. It operates on a frequency of 21,600 beats per hour. It has a power reserve of about 40 hours. So there we have it side by side. And as you can see, this watch with 37mm, it is compact, but I wouldn't say it's that small on a 6¼ inch wrist. It's still very, very legible. We can see that's a big difference here, also in terms of the weight. There's one more thing I need to test. I want to see if the lume is something to write home about. I've been out in the sunshine all day, so this lume should be pretty much charged. I will wait for the dark to come and make a lume shot. So that lume shot I will include in this video right here. Vario, thank you so much for borrowing me this watch. This watch will go back to Vario. I've been very blessed to try it out. I really like it, and I pretty much like everything about it. And honestly, when I saw the watch first on the web, I didn't think it was something for me. Seeing it here in person, I'm very impressed by the level of execution Vario managed to pull off. As a micro brand, yeah, big compliments for the way they managed to make such an original watch, and not just being original but also doing it very, very well, and also with a price point that is quite competitive, I would dare to say. Maybe it's just the small details, but I also really love the way that Vario presents his watch with the travel case that comes with the watch, because this is such a great way of storing your watch. It's super secure, and I've used these cases by Vario over the course of some years now already to yeah, to bring my watches with me on holidays, and yeah, they really are great quality. As you can see here, secure zipper, and they can take a beating. So very nice presentation, and again the details of making a military inspired watch that we have here with an olive or khaki colored case, I think is very fitting. It's all about these details that we watch lovers really care about. Yeah, that was just a first impression video of the Vario Trench 1918, and I hope this video was useful to you. If you have any questions, then please leave them down below, and also if you have no questions but if you enjoyed this video, yeah, please give me a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, have a wonderful day, and see you soon.